What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to discuss Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to USD. We will also be doing the coin market cap, a general overview, as well as diving into a pretty interesting article I discovered. So we're going to be talking about Switzerland's largest e-retailer, Digitech Galaxis, now accepting Bitcoin, Litecoin, XRP, Ethereum, Binance Coin, and other cryptocurrencies. And I will pull up that website and we will check that out as well. Otherwise, without further ado, let's jump into today's episode. Make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. This way you don't miss out on any other important crypto related news. Let's jump into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the chartings and the technical analysis as well as the article, I like to do a general overview, pretty much talking about what exactly this coin market cap is doing, what exact prices we're seeing, where the movement in the market is expected to go. As of right now, Bitcoin dominance is 50.8%, which is pretty even where it's been the past couple of days. And that indicates to me that we're seeing stability within the market. Now, 24-hour volume is 32.69 billion, which is a little bit, it's actually about even where we were yesterday and the day before, practically trading very, sideways. Now, market cap is slightly lower than yesterday, which is an indication coins are kind of dipping a little bit lower. Now, I do really want to quick scroll down, check out these coins. Also, guys, we're doing a giveaway on the channel at 10,000 subscribers. I will be giving away some free cryptocurrency, some free Litecoin potentially, maybe some merchandise. So let me make sure to subscribe, share it with your friends. This way, the quicker we reach it, the quicker you guys can get the giveaway. But otherwise, looking at these top 10 coins, like I said, we saw the market cap down quite a bit, ever so slightly compared to the day before, which is an indication that markets are obviously taking a little bit of a dip. And as you can see, most of these coins, besides 2 out of the 10, are in red. Now, that's not really a bad thing, mainly because we're really seeing stability. And if you notice, the coins aren't really down by much, if anything at all. You can see most coins are down by maybe 2.5% max. And the other coins that are up are pretty much up about 0.5% at most. Litecoin is one of those coins that are actually doing fairly well and actually up compared to yesterday. But for the most part, coins are in the red. But you can see out of these top 10 cryptos, sideways trading, sideways trading, sideways, sideways, and it's pretty much what the coins are looking like. We do have a pretty big mix. Tezo's up 15%. A big mix in the market. It actually looks like most of the coins are in green when we get to the lower half, but for the most part, the top 10 are all in red. And as we know, the top 10 hold most of the crypto market. The market cap, the money in the market is in these top 10 coins. So that's pretty much why we look at those. A coin that has 71 billion out of the 130 billion in the market is pretty much a big, influencer on the market, pretty much half of it. Otherwise, guys, before we jump into today's episode, definitely check out the second link in the description. I do have the directions there, but ABRA is doing a giveaway right now for $25 of free Bitcoin when you sign up, so definitely check that out. It does help support the channel. But otherwise, moving on into today's article of discussion. So, Switzerland's largest e-retailer, Digitech Galaxis, started to accept crypto, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., which is pretty interesting because I know it kind of doesn't really get into politics, but Switzerland, I believe, is a pretty socialist, economy. I don't know if it's a socialist democracy, but they do have a lot of socialism that, takes place of their politics. And it says the Amazon of Switzerland, which is very interesting. It's a huge trading platform, Amazon of Switzerland. Digitech Galaxis started accepting cryptos as payment, according to the local news outlet. Digitech Galaxis is the largest e-retailer in Switzerland, roughly 1,300 employees across the country, and over 992 million in revenue last year, almost $1 billion. That's actually wild. Now the Zurich-based company has decided to accept cryptos for payment. Customers can now purchase over 2.7 million products using Bitcoin, altcoins including Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Binance, Tron, OMG, and Neo. So that's actually pretty awesome. If you guys actually want to see me make a video purchasing a product on that website, let me know. There's also other ways to purchase directly off Amazon. I've made a video in the past discussing how exactly to go around buying items on Amazon with cryptocurrency. It's pretty cool. But this website, from its source, accepts crypto as payment, which is pretty awesome. And I do have the website to discuss in a second as well. Now, the Digitech co-founder, Oliver Heron, said cryptos are fascinating and could become a relevant means of payment in e-commerce, and we would like to support this development. So honestly, in terms of how these markets are, it doesn't really hurt, the seller to accept crypto. It's literally just another means of payment similar to Apple Pay, Samsung Pay. It doesn't hurt them at all. So it doesn't make sense to shy away from another source of payment, which can easily be liquidated into, real US or whatever Switzerland's fiat currency is. It's very simple. So it doesn't really make sense as a merchant to not accept it. It's less fees. If anything, it kind of hurts the business to not accept it. But the software team at Digitech Galaxis called Team Spectre came up with a payment solution while working on a pilot project with Swiss e-payment company. The payments are processed by Denmark-based fintech company Coinify, which operates worldwide. And the minimum amount required to pay is 200 francs or $200. These will be That's interesting. So it also says the minimum amount required to pay with cryptos is $200 USD. That's interesting because I thought they would have allowed, most payments to be $150. Most payments I make on Amazon are less than $200. So it's interesting that they're charging a $200 minimum for crypto. I'm not sure exactly as to why, but otherwise it says users will be redirected to Coinify's website after choosing the crypto option when they are get the conversion rate valid for 15 minutes. Coinify will provide a QR to the wallet, and then you send the money there. Otherwise, it says because you have some and you want to use them, or because you cannot turn them into real money because your bank does not accept the money, just because you can do it or because you like to try new things. So basically, they're saying that if you don't want to turn it into cash, you don't want to do that, you just want to use it for payments and merchants and services, this is now a way to, to buy crypto, to sell your crypto for some sort of projects or, products, services, whatever it is that you want. So I think it's a very, good idea, especially since they did practically $1 billion in sales last year. I am sure there will be many, many, many people, sending them cryptocurrency as a payment method now, and it may attract some new customers. I was thinking about, I've never even heard of this website until they decided to accept crypto. So here we are on Galaxis's homepage. All you got to do is search Galaxis online and it should come up. And I went to their bottom of the website and I looked up payment methods. And here are the payment methods they have. And as you can see, cryptocurrency is one of them, which is interesting. So this is more, of what they're offering. So you're paying with a cryptocurrency supported by Coinify, and the current conversion rate applies during 15 minutes. In order for your payment to be confirmed within the time window, please use transaction fees with highest priority. Coinify charges a conversion rate of 1.5. The payment method is only available in our online shop. So they're charging you 1.5%, so it might be a tad more expensive than normal fiat. And then you get a 15-minute window, which means you have to send your money at the highest priority transaction rate, which usually has higher fees. But if you use Litecoin and things of that nature, it might be cheaper in terms of transaction fees to send that payment. So if Galaxis is a leading competitor in Switzerland, and obviously, I believe Amazon is pretty international by now, that would make sense that they are competition, and Amazon would kind of understand and know what Galaxis is. The fact that they're now accepting crypto kind of sends a big message, I believe, to Amazon and other, online retailers to maybe accept crypto. If they're doing it and they're getting, all of this publicity from it, it makes sense for Amazon, which is a huge multi-billion-dollar company, to accept it too, because it wouldn't hurt them. They could obviously partner with Alliant. They could probably create their own payment system and not use any third parties. So it doesn't make sense to not use it, and it makes sense that probably within the near future we're going to see Amazon probably accept cryptocurrencies as a payment, and that's going to be pretty awesome. Moving on though to Litecoin in terms of the charting. So Litecoin looks really, really good, guys. We're definitely headed up. There's very interesting things to discuss with Litecoin. Now, Litecoin on its daily, just a couple of hours ago, we actually tested the bottom of our support, which did actually pan out quite well, and I am impressed that we did manage to get that low. We are slowly recovering and shifting down into a better, market space. We're still a bit overbought or nearing overbought, and it's kind of not we're not in a good spot where we want to be. We want to be obviously lower, closer to 50, even 55, 60 would be okay. But trading as high as 67 when 70 is overbought is too high up, and it's still an indication, and it's a red flag to me to put my money in, because I am anticipating it to pull back down. Now we could be leading up to an ascending triangle with Bitcoin at $66 to $67, which could potentially have us break and fall bearish and potentially hit a $51 region. Obviously the high-low MMA will probably catch up by then, but we are in some sort of ascending wedge, which most likely will lead to some sort of ascending triangle in the future. But we are trading very well. We do need some sideways trading. We're probably not going to see any sort of volume and movement higher than $60 until we test about March 25th, which is only 5 days from now. So we do have some days of consolidation. It should hopefully let this coin slowly pull back down. Moving on to the 4 hour, you can see exactly what I'm referring to, how we are definitely in a wedge of some sort. You can see a lot of this movement is in between this purple and the yellow support line. We're also being held up by the green band, so that is keeping us afloat. But for the most part, we are trading sideways and we are trading up. And it seems like we're gradually starting to pull back to, this resistance at $66. Otherwise, we are, I believe, trading at 55 on the relative strength indicator in terms of the 4 hour. So extremely short term, we do have plenty of potential to continue moving up, but what would be best, which you're seeing right now, is just sideways movement. Now I do want to discuss Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is actually looking really, 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 good compared to the other coins. So we actually managed to finally break this this light blue line, which we've had on the market for months now. And I've discussed that before. And for those of you who are new to the channel, we do have this, blue band that has been on the market as a descending triangle for around 16 months now, if not even longer, a year and a half, a very long time. And we finally, after many, many, many attempts, have broken through this this blue line, and we are starting to head back up. Now we are facing resistance from this high-low MMA, this green band right here, and you can see we're slowly starting to use our purple uptrend as a means of support, and it's slowly driving the price through this band right here. And eventually we will most likely attempt $4,100 where that red band is, and hopefully trade out sideways, send our daily RSI a little bit lower, maybe down to 50, 53, and then that will give us a means to move up higher. If anything bad does happen and we do fall bearish, we could hit a $3,800 support, but honestly the market is in a consolidation. Lastly, Ethereum, very similar, having some trouble with its green band and getting quite sandwiched in between. You can see volume has kind of gone stagnant. Yellow support is holding very well though, and we do have a purple uptrend which is holding very well as well. And you can see we're trading at around 55 on the RSI on the daily as well, so that is another good indicator. Plenty of potential to move up higher, but what would be smart for Ethereum is if we do manage to trade out sideways as such, bounce off of this ascending triangle and this uptrend, and attempt to break through the $144 red band high-low MMA. So we are definitely headed up, but the market is in a consolidation pattern, and we are in a stable market right now, so we need to trade out sideways. But as we know, stability in the coin market cap and in the crypto sphere space is detrimental, and we usually end with a massive, massive, massive movement. The biggest movement that I think is going to happen is with XRP. I appreciate all you guys who recommended me to review XRP this week. Definitely a coin to pay attention to. I think the biggest potential for a breakout and to the upside is XRP for numerous reasons. For those of you who are new, not only are we trading at 51 on the RSI, beautiful sideways trading, no volume whatsoever. We do have an uptrend and a downtrend, which is forming a symmetrical triangle, which usually deems bullish. And then we're also trading below the green and red band, the high-low MMA, which is also an indicator that we're undervalued and need to pull back up. So I'm keeping a very stern eye on XRP. You can see we're pretty much right at near's end, and we're probably going to see either today, tonight, or tomorrow a pretty insane movement. You can see right now we're having a lot of fluctuation. I can zoom into the 4 hour for us to get a better look before we wrap up today's episode, but you can see how tightly bound we are in this uptrend right here and the symmetrical triangle. Tons of resistance points right here, tons of attempts. And we also have support being held here. The fact that the red band and the green band on the 4-hour also cut through here is another huge indicator that there is plenty of potential for us to swing up sideways and start to head back up. So this is definitely a coin of beautiful textbook, graphing measurement, and I do think we're going to see some pretty wild things with XRP in the next day or two. Otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. Like I said, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. Giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner. You don't want to miss it. It will be random. As soon as we hit 10K, I will make a video discussing the episode. It won't be in the title, so definitely make sure to watch all these episodes. Turn post notifications on so you don't miss out. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.